Well, we are live now. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you're watching right now, like the video, okay, like it, because this is a huge fight, a huge fight that I wanted to talk about before the event, of course, starts tonight. So I have been doing my research about Israel Adesanya's fighting style, and of course, Yoel Romero fighting style. This is, of course, a live stream right now, a live show, and everybody is welcome to join. So, for those of you guys who wants to join this live show right now, I'm gonna leave the link here over here. Leave the link here. Link to join. We posted link to join. Okay, link. That's the link to join over here. So if you want to join me right now, and of course talk about a fight, and you have everybody can give their own take on the fight, because this BBC, and of course you know what BBC means, being a patriotic Nigerian, a Nigerian. Of course, I welcome everybody to, of course, join the show. Now, let me show you where I'm gonna be watching it tonight. I'm gonna be watching it tonight. I'm gonna be live tonight for this fight. Let me show you where I'm gonna be watching it. This is where I'm gonna be watching tonight. Let me show you guys here. Um, stop the stream first and start again. Let me put it here. Okay, you guys have seen it now, right? I'm gonna be watching it here tonight. Of course, you can see he's in German. Im Kampf the UFC Middleweight Championship stellt sich in Las Vegas Isreal Adesanya und Yoel Romero gegenüber. Und der Titel der UFC Women's Strawweight Championship Kämpfer Zhang Weili und Joanna Jedrzejczyk, Paul Sebastian Hack, Esparta Mark Bergman. It's gonna be interesting. Who's there? Somebody's here now. Ogochuku. Hello? Ogochuku. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, Ogochuku? Wait 1 minute. Abioye, please. Abioye, come again and make sure you have your your earpiece or something on. Maybe your mic. You have to turn your mic on so that you. Sorry, Kim. Hello, Ogochuku. Can you hear me? Well, Ogochuku, when you're ready to talk, please let me know. I muted it because you're not speaking. So that's why this is where I'm going to be watching this fight. This fight is a very tactical fight, in a sense that Isreal Adesanya, him being an ex-pro boxer, an ex-pro a kickboxer, and of course a UFC star right now. I've noticed something about Isreal Adesanya. He's very versatile, and he can, of course, adapt to any situation, that comes his way. The fight against Robert Whittaker. No doubt Robert Whittaker is a very good fighter, and Robert Whittaker was getting ready to take him out. He wanted to take him out, but Isreal Adesanya in the first round of that bout, was having difficulties in figuring Robert Whittaker out. And of course, all of a sudden, Isreal Adesanya figured him out, and he started unleashing a jab on him, And whenever Robert Whittaker was trying to attack Isreal Adesanya on the inside, Adesanya, as intelligent as he is, he kind of moved backwards and was waiting for Robert Whittaker to attack, countering him. And this is going to be a very big fight because I'm going to be live for this fight. I'm going to be live. So for those of you guys who have asked me before and say, wait, let me see if Ogoshiku is back. Ogoshiku? Hello? Ogoshiku? I mean, you guys should try have your stuff on before you come in. Please, I'm begging. Try. We have Yakubu in the house now. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hello, Jacobo. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream, live show,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm very happy to join you.
bro. You're always welcome. This is a Nigerian channel, so every Nigerian is welcome, brother.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
So, what do you think about this fight? Isreal Adesanya against Yoel Romero. It's a big fight, bro. I tell you. Will you be watching the fight? Will you be watching the fight?
Unfortunately, I'm in Nigeria right now. I don't even know how to watch it. So I'll just sleep and wake up tomorrow morning.
No, you don't. Do you have?
And
laptop?
yeah, I have a laptop. I have
Do you do you
my
have
Note
a
10.
do you have credible credible internet? In Nigeria, it is very, very difficult. The internet is not that solid. Is there credible internet there? Is there?
Yeah, where I am now, I have a 4G network. I think the internet is very okay.
Okay,
It's
okay,
okay.
okay. Just follow me on Instagram at Boxy Blog Center. If you don't have the means of watching it, I will send you something to watch it, brother.
Okay, okay. I would
Because
love
I'm
that.
yeah, for sure. I'm just anybody right now watching. If you don't have any means to watch our brother Israel Adesanya fight tonight,
Okay,
make sure you follow me on Instagram and write me there. I will send you a link where you can watch it. But just make sure you have a laptop because uh the Android or iPhone version doesn't work that like that. It's like it always lags. So laptop is better so that you can get a full experience, like have a good data and quality a live stream to watch it. Because me, I'm gonna watch it on this one, so I already I pay monthly for this one.
okay.
But there's no this on Nigeria now. And by the way, good news, there's none are coming to Nigeria this year. So but when the song comes to Nigeria, you guys can now watch every fight, Anthony Joshua fight, Adesanya
Wow,
fight, every fight, even if they acquire the right to Premier League, you guys can now watch it as well. You know.
that would be a very, very beautiful one.
So I hope they acquire the right to Premier League because if they do that, that means they have Nigeria at hand now. And I wrote a message to Joey McCuskey the other day asking him to see if there's a way DAZN can partner with maybe our sport organization to see if we can do something with them like that they do in the UK. And he said
Okay.
Nigeria is a place they are very much interested in. So
Of course, we have a lot of people here. The population is here, and our guys are really doing well over there. So yeah, we always want to see what they are doing. So we are seriously interested in getting a lot of things here and how to watch them and all that.
yeah, so since when have you been a boxing fan, brother?
Just when I discovered that Joshua is very good in boxing. So I've heard a
Yeah.
lot about it.
So you guys,
I
you guys
started
have heard
following
it
him,
now. You
and
guys
I
have,
also joined your YouTube this thing fans. So I've become a very good fan.
yeah, that's good. I'm happy because the more we grow boxing in Nigeria, the more it becomes popular and the more people get to appreciate it. When we used to, when we why we grew when we're growing back home in Nigeria, people always say if you're fighting, you just like boxing has no future, you know. But now look, Nigerian parents now what go bring them money, they go embrace like that now. Football that time they say football
Definitely.
is not good, football not good. But when they saw that people are making millions of it now, they're like, "Oh, it's good now. You can become a footballer again."
Yes, and then couple with the fact that the jobs we have here are not much, and the population are so much. So everybody's just looking for what to do to make money, to make more money. So that's why we have a lot of potentials here. Apart from the fact that the market is here, we also have guys that are really, really interested in boxing, in MMA, and all that. So it's a good thing. I think those guys they need to come back and establish a boxing sport here, so that a lot of we can people that are interested can join and start making money
you,
from
you
it.
you you know one thing, like I've been talking to one of my guys like that. I've been telling that I want to, of course, make sure that I start promoting boxing in Nigeria, like go to Nigeria and meet with the kids in the street and start training them. Get someone to train them, be paying the person to train them. Like
Mm-hmm.
until they get some age, so that they can as well come here. I can link them up with promoters and other stuff. I'm gonna be working with, of course, promoters and managers of boxing. And of course, if they see that that guy is good, you know, boxing is not like you just start boxing today and you just benefit from it tomorrow. No, it's like a gradual sport where you have to learn your craft very well. Except maybe you are an heavyweight. Being an heavyweight, require less skills because heavyweight, they carry that power already. So no matter,
Mm-hmm.
even though you are the most skillful boxer on the planet, if you don't carry that power in every division, one heavyweight who is not skillful can land one, and we can just land once and you go to sleep. So,
Yeah.
what do you think about this fight tonight, Isreal Adesanya against Romero, and how do you see the fight playing out?
The way it's going to go, I think Israel is going to win because Israel is very, very tactical. And he doesn't just wait for you to touch him. So he's always running. So when that guy explode and try to maybe give him a very good punch, I'm sure the guy Israel is going to be dodging him, side moving sideways and all that. So at the end of the day, the guy will just put himself in a very big trouble, and Israel is going to win. So it's not all about the muzzle, the power, and everything. Is having a very good skill and know how to dodge all those heavy punches and all that. So I think Israel is going to win by God's grace.
What do you think about Isreal Adesanya's adaptability? This guy ability and the way he adapt to certain scenarios, he's just amazing. If you watch the Robert Whittaker fight, you can tell that he figured out Robert Whittaker very easy. Maybe in the third round, that's when he figured him out. He started knowing where the punches are coming from, how they are coming, and how to counter as well. So, what do you think about his ability to adapt very easily, in the octagon?
You've said it all now. Israel is the kind of person that he doesn't have his own style. So he's somebody that he watch you very well, very carefully. While he's moving back, moving sideways, he's watching you and he's calculating. So within a twinkle of an eye, he has studied what you've got. And that's what he will use to give it to you. So he adapts very, very well. So, and I'm happy he's not just a man that you can predict. So, Whitaker, everybody knows him. He just come in and explode one time. The same thing with this guy, Romero. So he's the kind of person that, he just come in, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, he's not doing anything, then he just explode one time. So, and if you watch all his videos, he's that kind of person. He's very slow. He too, he takes his time, but he do explode one time. So he's not as if he adapts to anybody's style. But Israel, when you look at Israel, he doesn't have a style. That is just who he is. He doesn't have a style. He watch you and he play your game with you, and he wins you. That's how he is. He adapts quickly and very well, very effective. I like him very so much.
You know that Israel has a boxing background. You
Ah,
know,
I never
you,
knew. I've not
okay.
watched any of.
Israel
Yeah.
has a boxing background. If of course had, I think if we should take a look at his resume right here, and let me see. Let me look at the record right here, and this one, yeah. I'll show you guys his boss streak. Someone is with us now. Let's see who's with us. Gentleman. Yeah, Ty. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. What are you using? Like, your mic is always clear, brother.
I'm using my phone.
Oh, I mean, you use an iPhone. You use iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm an Android guy.
Oh,
I'm gonna show you guys the boss wreck of Isreal Adesanya. Like so you guys can see. Of course, he's talented. Very talented. So, Ty.
yeah. What's up, man?
So as you guys can see right here, Isreal Adesanya boxing record. Of course, he had 5 wins. Okay, only had only one KO and one loss. He lost to a guy named Danny Aman. That was his pro debut as a boxer, and he just had only 5 wins before he switched to kickboxing. So he switched from boxing to kickboxing because maybe he looked at boxing. Maybe boxing was because boxing is a hard sport compared to MMA. Boxing is very hard because boxing is a sweet science. So then he switched to kickboxing. Kickboxing is very nice, and he mastered his craft in kickboxing. Ty, can you please mute it, bro? Just a minute when I finish out. Just mute it on your side.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Oh, well, no one leave it. Okay, I can mute it. So he mastered kickboxing and did a lot of great job there. Knocking people out. Learning some new tricks and all that. And then he got into MMA. And I mean, if you look at Yakubu, if you look at the style, and of course this fight now, what do you think about Romero? Like, do you think Romero is in Israel's head already, or what?
To come again?
If you look at Romero right now,
Yeah,
Yoel Romero,
yeah.
what do you think about a guy and the style?
Romero is a very good guy as well. So, and it's like it's like this is the last chance he's going to have to win this belt. So I'm sure definitely he's going to come well prepared. You understand? So, and him too, Romero too is like it's not somebody that you two can easily predict. But if you listen to Isreal Adesanya, he will tell you that no, the guy is not that good. I've seen him worn out, as in get tired and all that. Then there's somebody I listened to yesterday. He was also saying that the guy, he knows that he cannot play a game of 25 minutes. So that's why he's always taking his time, you know, born 5 minutes, 10 minutes without doing anything. Then he will just explode for 15 minutes. So, he too is very, very technical and he knows his job very well. So if you get tired, you play calm for like 10, 15 minutes, and for remaining 10 minutes or 15 minutes that is remaining, you can use it to explode and do whatever you want to do. So the guy is intelligent as well. So, and people already know the kind of person he is. I'm sure Israel will not just leave him standing like that. He's going to be touching him here and there, touch him here, touch him, and make him to get one out. So all that muscle, he will just weak, and before you know it, he will just be rolling on the floor, helplessly.
Do
I
you
think we
think
are going
Israel
to.
stops this guy? Do you think Israel stops Yoel Romero?
Yeah, sure.
What
I think
round do
so.
you think? What round do you think Israel will figure him
I
out?
I think the third round. The third round. But it depends on what Eugene is going to bring to the table, because Israel is always talking about him not able to play game for a very long time. You understand? So it is possible they want to be playing with him so that he will get one out and finish him in the fifth round. You understand? So they have to capitalize on the fact that He cannot carry all those muscles for a very long time. So that's what I'm thinking. So it's not something that's going to be quick. Sure. I think it's going to be, they are going to go to the fifth round.
Very interesting. Uh, Ty, you there now?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Hold on.
Yeah, bro. You there now?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, it's tonight, bro. It's tonight. Are you gonna be going live with me tonight, or you busy?
Yeah, I should be there. I should be.
Oh, you have to work today.
No, I don't have to work today, but I have to. I'll be ready at 9 o'clock my time. I'll definitely be ready at 9 o'clock my time.
Okay, 9 o'clock. Why 9 o'clock your time would be around? It's not 3 year or so, maybe.
But maybe like 1 or 2, I think.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
the fight will start around 4 p.m. 4 a.m. here. So
yeah.
4 a.m. here might be is also 4 a.m. in Nigeria. It's the same time. So if you are in Nigeria right now, if not when I in Nigeria now, when I in Nigeria now 4 a.m. because you and I we get the same time for now until the time changes because time always changes here. And when it changes, we are now 1 hour ahead of you guys. But as of now, we have the same time zone. So you guys who are in Nigeria right now, the fight starts around 4 a.m. 4 a.m. So if you have to sleep, you know, sleep
Sleep
because
now.
I'm coming live and direct with my brother Ty, and of course all of you guys who want to join me, just like Yakubu join me now. And it's nice to see our Nigerian brothers, joining in the show, and of course give it their take on this fight. So Ty, I
Yeah,
mean,
what's up, man?
man, this fight is big. How you see this fight playing out, brother?
Well, I definitely see Adesanya winning. Um, he definitely has the experience. We got to look at it like this. Adesanya KO'd KO'd Robert Whitaker.
Yeah.
He went decision with Yoel Romero the first time, and then won a unanimous decision the second time. I either see him getting a decision, I either see him getting a unanimous decision or a KO. Yoel Romero is a very good fighter, even at that age, but he does get tired. When he gets tired, he gets sloppy. When he gets sloppy, he makes
One.
mistakes. When he gets tired and he makes
Oh, yeah, no.
mistakes, that's when Israel could capitalize. Israel is at least 6'4". He has all the advantages. He's young, he's very hungry, and he does not back down like that. And he could really hurt you, and he knows how to use his height and reach to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Yoel Romero, he's 5'10", but that guy is dangerous. His power carries at least to the last round. Okay, so I don't think Israel will be playing around with him.
Oh,
If I was to pick Spider, when Israel faced Spider between him and Yoel, I would pick Yoel to beat Spider because that's how dangerous Yoel is with the power that comes with that guy. But I do see Israel actually really if not KO in this guy, winning by unanimous decision. Should be another fight.
Okay. We're going to see what happens. Of course, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, though. By the way, did any of you guys watch Lasisi fight yesterday?
No, I didn't watch it last season. Right?
Okay. Ty, you didn't watch it as well, right?
No, I don't have anywhere to watch it, man.
Yeah, but it was on IFL TV. I even talked about it.
On IFL TV, I can't. I was it on the YouTube app because I don't
Yeah,
have
bro.
the
IFL TV
on
doesn't
TV.
have on YouTube, brother.
Oh, the
But
YouTube.
anyway, yeah. Anyway, let me look at the comment on the live share here, and of course, you guys can respond to it. Olajide Omowa says Adesoyan should be ready. Wait 1 minute. Adesanya should be ready to step up his pace like Fury did and do away with stylishness in the ring. And he should know one punch or connect will not bring Romero down. He must pray him from thirst. What do you think about that, Jacobo?
The guy is just joking. Yeah, now how do you want him to step up again? He has been using this style and it's working for him. There's no reason why he should, because that makes him unpredictable. You understand? So that style, the way he does and all that, it makes him unpredictable. So what does he want him to do? To go and borrow style from somewhere? No, I don't think is a good analysis. Seriously, I think the best thing for him to do, you know, keep doing what he's doing, and he'll come out victorious, definitely. But
Okay,
I know it's not going to be an easy task. But then every fight comes with its own uniqueness. But I'm sure he's going to win.
very interesting, brother. Ty, your take on that?
Well, I don't think he knows much about if he says that. But Israel, right? Israel has basically the division, the weight class he's in right now. He has faced the hardest guys, so there is no stepping up. He's ready. The guy is basically ready. He might be talking a lot of crap, but when Israel gets in that ring, he turns it on with the way he moves. There's no doubt in my mind. You think he's gonna be nervous? He's not gonna be nervous. He's gonna be ready. The guy turns on a switch, and when he has to, he knows what to do. So I'm not even gonna entertain that.
Okay, Olajide again says Adesanya must not dare to get too close with Romero without a good attack target, or else he might get caught. Your take on that, Jacobo?
Yeah, that has been his style. He never gets close, just until and when he gets, your style, your move, like the Whitaker game. You saw how it played out. Before he moved in, he already calculated that he knew exactly what the guy is bringing. So when the guy explodes, he enter him, block his, I think, left hand, and he gave it to him 2 times, and the guy fell down in the first round. So he is very, very calculative. So, and I trust him on that, seriously.
Ty, your take on that? Ty, you there? Okay, looks like Ty has
Hello,
maybe you're there now. Yeah,
hello.
yeah, bro. Yeah, can you hear me? I think you can hear me. Yeah, Jacobo, can you hear me? Okay, I think
Yeah,
you'll come
sure.
back.
I can hear you. I can
He
hear
will
you.
come back. They will come back. Miracle Onyeka says Romero can go complete 5 rounds, so easy should be ready for anything Romero brings. Your take on that, Jacobo?
No, we all know it's not true now. The guy gets tired. He cannot go that 5 round, especially with Israel Adesanya. He cannot go like that because he will, keep him running here and there. He'll be, trying to punch him. You know how he does explode. He'll just trying to see how he can catch him. And Israel is, moving here and there. Before you know it, he gets one out. So a lot of people have analyzed his game. So he's not the type that can go 5 rounds. He cannot do that 25 minutes, successfully. Sure.
Olajide again comes out with a very interesting statement saying, I want to see Adesanya using his punches continually to target to weaken Romero and frustrate him. Your take on that?
I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. But Israel should be very, very careful. You cannot go close, too close to him like that. So you have to find a way, give it to him, come back, move here and there. As in, it's not going to be easy for Israel. He has to be moving constantly because if you don't move, this guy will just get you down. And his knowledge as in his experience in wrestling, he can just use it today because from all his other games, you discover that he's not that good in wrestling. He's very good in wrestling, but he doesn't use it. So don't be surprised tonight. He's going to bring it. He's going to bring it up. So if you are too close, he will just get you down. And once you are down, that guy's hand is like a hammer. He will just kill you. So that's how it is. I don't think he should go too close to him like that.
Olajide again says Adesanya can frustrate Romero by his height and reach punches to open him up. Don't approach without frustrating him to open him up.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that completely. I agree with that. He just have to use his height. Adesanya has a lot of advantages. So he just stick to his own game. The thing is that Adesanya adapts very well. So I don't think it's going to be an easy walk, but I'm sure he's going to win.
Okay, he says again, Romero has nothing to lose at his age. Adesanya has a lot at stake.
No, don't say so. Don't say so.
Well, Romero is like
Adesanya is a very young guy, just like this guy, this our boxer. He lost his belts, he got them back. Israel can lose his belt, and he can still get it back. He has a lot of opportunities because he's still young. But the other guy is like this is his last chance because he's old. So that's why he's going to come out, just for this to come and get this and go, and go and marry. So it is not true that he has nothing to lose. He has a lot to lose. He has been training. He has been doing this, since he was 12 years old. If you check his record very well. So and he has represented his country in Olympic and all that. So he has a lot to lose. If he didn't get this, his record is not complete. He will never be happy. But if he get this, he's fulfilled for life. So he has a lot to lose. It is Israel that has a lot of opportunity. Even if he loses it now, he can still get it back. That is my take, brother.
I mean, at 40 years old, if Adesanya loses to a 40 years old guy, but we know he's a very tough guy, okay, and the guy has been at the top notch before. I think he will. It will run Adesanya's, stock a little bit. His stock will go down a little bit, but at the same time, it wouldn't be a shame because he lost to the better man. It's just how it is. But at the same time, UFC is better than boxing in the sense that in UFC, when you lose, you can still come back. Nobody's gonna.
Definitely. That's what I was saying.
Boxing.
If you lose to that guy, it's not a shame because if you look at it very well, the Yoel Romero is a guy that nobody wants to fight. So it's like you pick an elderly person, somebody that's bigger than you want to fight him. If you lose, it's not a big shame. Do you understand? If you lose, it's not a big shame. So that's what I'm talking about. Like the way he is now, Israel can lose it and just say, oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, the guy tried. He's a good. The guy is very good. But when you're talking about um, Yoel Romero, and it's as if a very small boy came to mess him up and end his career completely because it's going to be very, very difficult for another person to pick him again to come and fight for a title, for a belt. You understand? So that's my take anyway.
Miracle Onyeka says if Romero fight aggressively, then Easy has opportunity to calculate his movement. But if both of them calm down, then it won't be easy fight. It's totally war. Uh, Ty, your take on that, brother?
Uh, I don't think. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, no problem, bro.
Good, good, good. Well, he doesn't have a lot to lose because Israel he's still very much people still want to fight him, and he's the one who's not afraid to take fights, and he's not like I've been saying, he's not afraid to fight Yoel. He's been calling out these guys left and right. And after Yoel is going to be John Jones, and Israel has all the arsenal, everything at his advantage to really beat this guy. I don't know why people are scared. They shouldn't be scared. Israel easily towers this guy. By the time the fight ends, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Israel literally KOs this guy in the second round. Like people are really sleeping on Israel. I'm starting to believe like a lot of you guys don't believe in him. You will see come tonight, man.
What it is not, I don't believe in him, but Yoel Romero was a light heavyweight, from 2009 2011. Okay, and before he, of course, became an heavyweight, he moved down. The thing is that the guy has some hammer, in his hands. Of course, if he catches Israel, we don't know if Israel is going to be able to take it.
Is has gone against Gastelum, a guy that's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter, and he beat Gastelum. And even with Robert Whitaker is also a heavy hitter, and Israel beat him and KO'd him. So you got to wonder if Israel has a chin too. It's not, you can't easily KO him, and the way he moves so light on his feet, and he could evade punches, and you got, oh man, I wish people could look at all his fights, the way he moves, even in his ground game. He is superb.
I want to ask you one question, brother.
Yeah.
Israel and Romero, which one is the better? Which is the better? Which is the better wrestler?
Which is the better wrestler?
Yeah,
I would
the
say.
who have the better ground game.
Wow, they both of their ground. I would say is his ground game is better. He knows more how to get out, and he's so much quicker in how to when you take him down, it's gonna be a hard feat to do. Literally, when you take him down, because he knows how to escape so quickly. I remember when he did that against what's this guy's name? I can't remember off the top of my head. But the guy tried to take him down, and rolled him over. A reversal, and then he KO'd the guy while doing it. It was fantastic. That's how good he is.
Okay, that's very nice, brother. Miracle Onyeka says John Jones is too big for Easy. If Easy actually want to beat John Jones, then he need to do some little body build up. What do you think about that, brother?
Oh, John Jones, the drug cheat. You don't really John Jones. After that little drug cheat incident, it's been over for him. I mean, yeah, he is a heavyweight, and going down to light heavyweight. I don't see John Jones really having Israel really having a problem with John Jones before. Like I said, the guy after he got found out that he's
John Jones is like the Michael Jordan of UFC, right?
no. Okay, yeah, he John Jones was the Michael Jordan of UFC until they found out he failed drug tests, and everything came to light. After that, he hasn't been the same. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been tested, he just clearly has not been the same. He's been he's been found out, and people are trying to wonder if his record has been tainted. Everything, it's been like a crazy hectic thing for him, but he's still very much dangerous. But I really don't think he's still the same from after that little drug incident we had.
Okay, bro. Thanks. We have someone in the house goes by the name of Corbabs. Corbabs.
How
Are
you
you there?
doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm
I'm there.
fine.
You okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want I just want to really commend you because you've been a very patriotic Nigeria. You support our Nigeria. You always there every time, any time that we are doing. You're always there. I really do really appreciate you,
Thanks, brother.
and I
Thanks, brother.
pray,
That's
and I
because
pray God.
I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
Nigerian,
Interesting.
Nigeria. The first time I said that, some people were like, "What did I mean? What did that guy talk say?" Nigerian simply means a patriotic Nigerian. Just PA, then just add Nigerian to it, Nigerian. So I just made it
Yeah,
up.
if you have like two or three people like you, I think because despite the fact of what is happening in Nigeria, despite the fact of so many things that is happening, Nigeria is still a great country. You understand?
Yeah,
Because no matter
of course, it's a great country. The thing is that the thing that makes me the reason why I'm sometimes frustrated with with Nigeria sometimes is just that our sports organizations, they don't really take other sports serious other than football. Like even right now, Nigeria don't even recognize Ikebi Abuchi, the greatest,
mm,
arguably the greatest Nigerian fighter of all time. You know, the
I
guy that
know, I
defeated
know.
David Tour, that beat up Chris Bird before he became a world champion. That guy retired undefeated because of the prison sentence that he got at that time because of the problem that he had outside of boxing and other stuff. So we don't focus on other sports other than football, and that really frustrating
No,
to me sometimes. Because as
yeah,
a boxing
you,
fan,
you,
I believe that we Nigeria we have the ability, the capacity, the capability, and of course the mental game to dominate boxing worldwide and in every division if we want to. But because the structure is not there to develop these fighters, they don't really get any, like, they don't, like, for example, in Nigeria right now, how many parents will advise their son to become a boxer or daughter become a boxer?
yeah,
How many of them?
yeah. You
Because they
see,
don't, because they are not seeing millionaires yet, boxing millionaires yet, or you know what I mean. But when they start seeing when they start seeing it, they will say, okay, now we accept it. Anyway,
yeah, I
it's
know.
just like how it works with
See,
football.
the problem about Nigeria sports is because there's no commitment. If you look at the budget, really, how many naira goes to sports? People they don't support sport because if you have somebody that is just doesn't know anything about sport become the sport minister, so what are you expecting? There's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
promotion for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
There's
The sport
no,
minister hasn't even played any sport before. He doesn't even know anything about sport.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's not like here in Europe that at least
so
vocationally we know
how
that
I'm
people.
asking, how did he become the sport minister if he doesn't know shit about sport?
He doesn't even know anything about sport. Anything about. There's one day I was watching Rashidi Yakini.
Yeah.
I was seriously crying. If you see, I was playing with a Zambia. I think he said the World Cup then. If you
Hmm.
see what those guys with Kosha and Kona, you know, you can't just imagine. But they just forget about them that way. They don't even recognize their children. But here in Europe, no matter what you've done to your community, to your society, they appreciate you. Even though after you have left, they still appreciate you. But Nigeria is very, very sad. It's very, very sad. Just like when you were talking about the Ajagba, that was, I think, 2 or 3 months ago, that he doesn't recognize, he preferred to support wider than Anthony Joshua. When you look at that kind of particular person, if that person become the minister, what's it called? Hello?
Hello, I'm listening, bro.
Yeah. So if someone that kind of person has become the commissioner of a sport or stuff like that, do you think he's going to promote? He's not. He prefer promoting other things than the sports. Anyway, I'm just calling just to really to say thank you to you and to really appreciate and to keep the good job. You understand? At least now everybody's got to know more boxing through you. Everybody's going to know more about Nigeria through you, which is good. At least promoting our culture, promoting our own, because people will not just like here the other day. So I will not take your time because I know a lot of people are on the line. My
No,
my
no, no, no,
my
no, no, no. We only
yeah,
have two people in line at time, and you now, so you free to talk,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, so the other day, my daughter came from school, said, "Oh, Daddy, I don't want to go to Africa because there's a mosquito, because there's nowhere to sleep. They don't even have where to sleep to." I said, of course. What I need is I just put it on the television, the best house in Lagos. She was just watching it. I said, that is Nigeria. So if they go to school, because what they normally do every summer, they only discourage them. They will tell them a lot so that they will refuse of not going to Nigeria. Like exactly what you are doing is changing some people's mindset. It's changing people that yes, we can support our own, despite the fact of what we have, despite the fact of of where we are in Nigeria. If we promote our own, nobody can say yes, this is not this. That's exactly what you are doing. Because what you are doing, you don't even know that you don't know exactly what you are doing. I'll be following you for more than 6 months, but you don't know. Anyway. And likewise, other people as well following you, you know, seeing exactly what you are doing, which is good. But you think maybe you are just doing it for fun today. You are building a generation, you are building people, you are training some people that no matter what we have today, we should support our own. That is very, very important. So thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
God bless you.
exactly, brother. And the thing is that let me, of course, narrate the story of how boxing Blossom came about. I've been a boxing fan since I was very young. I used to watch the likes of Aikibe Abuchi and Mike Tyson, Samuel Peter. I also, of course, I wasn't born at the time Dick Tiger fought, but I had to go to watch some of his tapes and other stuff. And I've been following boxing for many, many years. But I was kind of noticing why boxing is not supported in Nigeria because the people, our parents, are just part of the problem. They don't. If you tell
I
them you want to
know.
become a boxer, so they don't like us. They don't accept because they think it's just those not grand sport maybe. You understand? Those
Yeah,
not sport, but they don't know that there's a science. In boxing because boxing can make you become a better human being and it can teach you
of course.
discipline. So the main reason I started this stuff back in 2017, you know, it is that I've been following all these channels, way back, like Sport Icons, like 17 Sports TV, like the Boxing Voice, all of them, both the old ones, the whole school ones, the Charlie Brown boxing. If anybody know about Charlie Brown boxing here, you
Mm,
can of course say yes, you know the guy, but the guy, I don't know if he's still active anymore. Like Charlie Brown boxing was one of those guys that I admired. So I started noticing that there's no Nigerian that is talking about the Nigerian box or African boxers. You know, like
mhm.
they're not being promoted except maybe they get to some certain stage. And even
Yeah,
if they get to a certain stage, they just do one video about that and they just leave it like that. So I said, now I'm gonna start promoting these guys. Even though it would take my time, I'm gonna start doing my
mhm.
best to promote it. So I started. I of course with the help of Sporting Icons. Me and Sporting Icons. I think some of you guys know about Sporting Icons. He's my friend. So
Yeah.
we've communicated in the past, and I told him like, listen, I'm gonna start this stuff. Let's tell him today, tomorrow because I had to work. Have to work all the stuff. So I didn't have no
Mhm.
time like that. I didn't have a lot of time. So I was like, okay, today, tomorrow, next month, this. One day I just said, let me do it. So I posted a video,
Yeah.
just a normal video of a picture like the pictures like I coupled some pictures together and just posted it on the YouTube, and
Mm,
he only got like five views. Okay, no problem. For me, it
mhm.
wasn't for the views because it's just for me to like get the name out there. So I started just talking about boxing, started doing it, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
it started growing. It
Mm,
started growing. It started growing.
yeah.
Started growing. So it just grew natural, where the people just got to know I am. It's like it's crazy how this came up, but I'm very very proud to say that I'm kind of the first guy to do it, and there are other guys who are doing it as well. But the thing is that they are not consistent enough.
I know.
The only thing,
I know.
they're not consistent enough. Maybe because we also have one guy at day boxing. If you do a day boxing talk with a day, the guy.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, he's like a Nigerian British guy,
Okay.
but he doesn't promote Nigerian or African boxing like that. He doesn't promote it.
That
It
day
just
boxing.
yeah,
I think I've
boxing talk
heard
with
about it.
boxing talk with Ade. He's very
Yeah.
like the guy is
Yeah,
very.
yeah,
He now work with
yeah.
he work with Sky now. He worked with Kai
Okay,
sometimes.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I think you interviewed like, Anthony Joshua one
yeah,
Sagitta
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. He did. He did. Was very proud of it. I like what he did. I'm proud of the guy. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
I knew when he started and everything. So, but he doesn't promote Nigerian or African boxing like that. But I understand because he's basically he was born in the UK, so he know more about British boxing than Nigerian boxing. But me, I know more about African boxing, Nigerian boxing than I know of American boxing. Even though American boxing, everybody knows that, but I have more interest in African Nigerian boxing, or
Which
people
is
of Nigerian descent than I have in you know those foreign boxers. Not because I don't do it, I do it, but because they say you're like home. Charity begins at home. You know what I mean? That's
that's
why
true.
I just believe that. So that's why I started. So I appreciate that for the fact that you guys support me, and I'm very glad that you guys are always around. But tell me before you go, tell me about give me an assessment of this fight, Israel Adesanya against Yoel Romero.
Yeah, actually, what I was just trying to really ask you, what is going to happen? Because when I look at the resume for Romino, the guy is a very little bit stronger, but I think Adesanya got a little bit tactical, you know, compared to this guy. But I can't really see exactly what is going to happen. But I think Adesanya is going to win, but it's going to be a little bit tight. Or what do you think?
Yoel Romero fought as a light heavyweight around 2009 to 2011 or so. So I think physically he's stronger than
Yeah,
Israel Adesanya. And if he managed to pin Israel Adesanya down, Adesanya might have to, be ready to take some punishment, ready for some punishment. But
yeah,
I think according to because I don't really know much about UFC like that, but since I discovered that our Nigerian brothers are also in that sport and doing
there,
very well, I started studying the sport. But it can never be like boxing that I know right from time.
yeah.
I've followed and I've studied. But I'm gonna be doing more about it. But what I've learned so far is that Adesanya needs to fight on the outside and shouldn't engage too much with Romero because Romero is very dangerous, up close.
Yeah,
And
it's very dangerous.
his fight with Robert Whittaker, I watched it. It was a very brutal fight. It was good, and he is seen as one of the most athletic, one of the most dangerous athletic guys in the UFC in the history of UFC.
UFA, yeah, because a lot of people are afraid of fighting with him. But I think this one is going to win, but it's going to be a little bit tight because if Adesanya was introduce a little bit taekwondo karate into the system, it's going to be more interesting because
Mhm.
I don't think that guy is very good in the karate and the taekwondo. So if that kind of thing is being introduced, I think something's gonna happen. But let's cross our finger. But we pray for our man to win anyway.
Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be live tonight. I'll be live tonight for it. So, for those of you guys who don't have access to watch this fight, like I said before, follow
Yeah,
me on Instagram, DM me there, and I will say something to watch it. If you don't have access to watch it, because I'm gonna watch it on the zone. Or if you live in a country that have the zone, just register and then you watch it. You'll be able to watch it. But not in
yeah.
America. Not in
I
America.
live in UK. I live in UK. I live in
Even in the
UK.
UK, I don't know how you can watch because there's not the zone there yet. Maybe
There should be some here.
yeah, soon the zone will be there. Just like it
Yeah,
will be in Nigeria as well. Around May the
yeah,
2nd, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you should check out how you can watch it. But if you don't have access to watch it, you guys should as well contact me on Instagram. So I will see what I can do for you guys.
All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thanks.
Thanks, brother. Thanks,
Thanks,
brother.
bro. Thanks, bro. Bye. Bye.
Always generous whenever I go live. Always generous. It's nice to have you guys take on you. Okay. Uh, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm
Yeah.
here, man.
So what you saying before? For those of you guys, I mean, Jerry. That was Olajide. He joined before. I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
Olajide. Okay, now he's back. Olajide, what happened? You say your guest. Okay, now it's yeah. Olajide, what's up? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Not much, man.
Yeah, tonight is the night. What's the take on this, brother?
I ain't gonna lie, man.
What's your take on this
It's a
fight?
uh, it's a crazy. It's a kind of. I don't know, man. I wish Israel best of luck, man.
Are you a
That's
little
what.
bit? Are you thinking like Israel has no chance or what?
No, no, no. The way I see it, I see Israel trying to big up because again they say one thing: to be the best, you have to be the best, right?
Yeah.
And at the moment, Yo is a legend in this, and for Israel to put his name there, at least bring down one of the legends. And obviously, even as you can see in the weigh-in yesterday, where they asked Israel, like, he said, you want to defeat a legend is someone that's been most feared in the division, and you called him out and stuff like that and that and that. Israel should be able to do it, but Israel needs to be kind of a bit careful as well. Though he's promised to do it, and at least for the first time, I didn't really see Israel running mouth too much. I promise to do it, and then that's why I'm saying I'm wishing them the best of luck. I ain't gonna lie to you because it's pretty much um because one thing Israel needs to do is because Israel he might capitalize on one of Israel's mistakes and when Israel staggers, when Israel sometimes try raise kick or fly kick. When Israel comes down on his balance, it staggers a lot. And if Yoel is able to capitalize on that and bring Israel down, it might be game over for Israel. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because if he's able to drop Israel, it might be the end for Israel. But if Israel is able to be the one to stay on his feet and work on his balancing when he throw kicks and stuff like that, then obviously Israel should do it.
Well, don't you think Israel might have developed an maybe a ground game so that if he gets dropped to the floor, he might be able to fight his way back?
Yeah, that's the thing, now. But this will be Israel's biggest challenge when he gets dropped.
Oh man. Anyway, I think the
Now,
fight is
that's the
interesting.
thing. It's an interesting one. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like I said from day one, ruin Israel. I'm not gonna lie to you. Israel should do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the only thing there is, in as much as we ruin for him, doesn't mean no matter how good you are, you still have some little flaws. Israel has ways of dealing with him because I think Israel knows how to use his height anyway, and Israel's taller. Israel knows how to keep these things, and Israel knows how to use his height as well, and can use his reach as well. So that alone will cause you a lot of problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. Israel might not push this fight for a knockout and just keep using his reach and using his height to deal with him and stuff like that. It depends on which way Israel want to use to do it. Because Israel is kind of a bit taller. He's got longer arms. He's got longer legs as well. So Israel has a bit of the advantage. So obviously, if he's able to use it well, then obviously why not? But it's just a thing where no matter how it is, he's still. So yeah, it's up for
Yeah,
the grabs. I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to you.
yeah, yeah. Looking at the fight of Robert Whitaker and of course Joey Romero, I mean, it went to a split decision. Robert
Mm-hmm.
Whitaker, of course, took that, but the one against
Mm-hmm.
Paulo Costa was a unanimous decision. Okay,
Yep.
I mean, this guy has a very very strong chin, and he's only been
Yeah,
knocked
he
out
is.
once.
Yep, he is. That's why I say if Israel is gonna win as well, Israel might just have to get his game plan on um keep it on the outside kind of thing, right? Where Israel can actually just keep using his reach Because, like I said, Israel's got the longer arms, longer legs. So, if Israel is able to use that well, then yes, maybe when Israel is able to now get him buckled, then Israel could now maybe jump on, and if he can get his knockout or stop it, then yeah. But if not, Israel just gonna have to figure out how to just keep that distance there, because the eye is there, the reach is there on his favor. I'm gonna lie to you. So, as I think I believe Israel should be able to do anyway. But regardless that as well, Israel needs to avoid dropping and facing him. I'm gonna lie to you at the same time. But it's what Israel should do. It's what Israel I believe Israel can do. And their weight thing is not that different anyway. Very similar. Very similar weighting as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
Israel should do it though. But at the same
that's
time,
true.
yeah, their weighting was pretty much the same. It's like Israel was just too, just slightly too, just let me say 2 grams just below him. This, it's they're both almost kind of like same. This so it's like what it is and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I look at it like, okay, it's not a thing where it's a bit bigger than Israel or stuff like that. Nah, they're pretty much the same. So we're all the ones anyway. I think Israel should, and at the same time, another thing Israel might maybe you have to focus on again is his boxing ability as well, because Israel is a boxer as well. So if Israel
Yeah,
can, try use that as well, then yes, it will get him out quickly.
it's gonna be interesting, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, I can't listen. Wait, we have someone in the house. Bro, easy schemo. Can you try connect your? Okay, now is now. All right, right. You left already. Like right now, looking at how you know how the fans now are a little bit like, let's say, afraid, you know, because is a fight that can go that can go both ways. That
Definitely.
makes me a little bit afraid, because I want Israel to reign for a very long time, but I'll tell you that. But I also understand that going undefeated your whole career is very hard in the UFC. In
Israel
boxing,
had
at
to UFC,
least
yeah.
at least you can at least fight some bombs. Keep fighting bombs like the underwater. Maybe for maybe to get to maybe 30-0 and all the stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
UFC, like, there's nowhere to fight bombs. Because Dana White, we want to sell a show, and he's not going to be putting you
No,
against low fighters.
no,
So
the thing is
Israel
this
is at the
because
top
Israel,
of the top right now.
mm-hmm.
Continue, brother.
The thing that is Israel chose this fight by himself. Israel called for this fight. Israel could have picked a different opponent, but Israel called for this fight by himself. So I think it's a thing where I believe for Israel to call for it, I believe Israel is ready to go on for the tax. And at the same time, he might have given me influence that I should do this match, but even if I win, I know who I'm losing against. I'm not looking at losing against a smaller, whatever it is. I'm losing against someone nobody actually wants to fight. Someone people just this and that. But I called for it. So whatever happened, I'm taking the blame because I called for it. Because I think before the build up and before they even started the build up, even around about the first press conference, they told Israel, "Do you really want to go for this fight? It's not a fight you should go for." And said he's going for it. So it's the thing where Israel has got the chances of switching opponents, but again, if Israel believes it's what you can do, then yeah, why not? You know, it's just gonna be pretty much be like the stance of um AJ Klitschko. I even look at like there's a bit of a thing and that, yeah. Some people look at it like, well, if you go this way, it could be like this, could be like this. So it's pretty much the same kind of similar vibes. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Israel called for it, same way as AJ called for Klitschko and everything and stuff like that. There. So if Israel believes in his ability, and obviously I believe Israel would have studied him properly, I think it's a thing where they both would look into each other. So if Israel is able to understand his weakness, because obviously, fine, we know he's part of those dirty puncher as well, the dirty fighter. So if Israel can take his dirty side away from him, Israel makes it an easy fight to make. Because the ways he can get dirty with Israel is if when Israel is closer to him. When they're both next to each other, it will be very, very dirty on Israel. And the truth for all this kind of fight is when they dirty on you, there are some dirty things the referee will not see anyway. The judges won't see as well because it's gonna do it real quick and then come back. It's when you fight like, oh yeah, that's a dirty, but what it's done it just to win. You do everything you can do just to win. So if Israel can take the dirtiness out of him, if he's watched him and realized them part and take it away from him and not put that there, Israel wins easy. So that's what he is.
Yeah, bro.
He fought for it, so let's hope he's ready for the tax and he's up to the tax as well.
Well, they say style makes fight. You can never say, oh, because Robert Whittaker beat him, then Israel just beat him easy. But at the same time, I think Israel has enough in his arsenal, enough tools, enough trickery, and enough ability to outmaneuver, Yoel Romero. Ty,
Yeah, what's up, man?
what's your final prediction for this bout before we move?
I would say my final prediction. I'm going to go for maybe fourth round knockout. Israel.
Fourth round knockout of Israel. Okay, good, brother. Olajide,
Yeah.
your final prediction for this bout.
I'm not gonna pick a knockout, I'm gonna lie. Bam, Israel wins. Either through stoppage, knockout, or anonymization. Israel wins. But I'm not gonna pick definitely knockout, but I know Israel wins.
Okay, my own take on this fight, my final prediction is that Israel wins. I'm predicting possibly a unanimous decision or a split decision. I don't see a knockout here, but you never know. We'll see what happens. But I'm predicting a unanimous decision to Israel. So you guys to make sure you join us around 4 a.m. Before 4 will be here though. Before 4 a.m. we'll be here. We'll be covering some fight as well of Ajagba. Ajagba will be fighting tonight. And there are also other fighters that I'm going to cover, but I'm not going to go live for it, but I'm just going to talk about it. But Ajagba one, we might go live for it because we want to see what Ajagba does against Razvan Kojono tonight and how he knocks him out, because I believe that Kojono is no match for Ajagba. Ajagba is just starting to realize that he needed to have some tools in his arsenal. And of course, he stated in an interview recently that he's been working on head movement, footwork, and of course, combination as well. All the things we've talked about here, Ajagba has been working on it, because he listened to what we have to say, even though we don't agree all the time. We tend to give our sincere take on fights because we believe that's the best, but we are not fighters because we're not in the ring with them. But at the same time, we are boxing analysts and we tend to know what is all about, what is going on right now, and how fighters can defeat some opponents. Just like we talked about Joshua's strategy for Andrews Jr. in the rematch. And the same thing we talked about as what Joshua did, because we know Joshua is a good listener and yeah, he's a very knowledgeable guy as well. So it's going to be interesting. Join us for this fight around 4 a.m. Before 4 will be here though. I'm going to be live, like I said, to cover the Jabba fight. It's going to be interesting. Stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble. For those of you guys who want to follow me on Instagram and who don't have access towards this fight, let me see if I can share my Instagram here for you guys so that you can go follow me there, write me, and let me share it. Share it here, brother. Let me share it here so that you can. Yeah, this is my. Yeah, this was just today. This is my Instagram account at Boxing Blossom. You see right here. You see there, Boxing Blossom. Follow me there. If you don't have access to watch this fight, follow me there and write me there. I will definitely let you know how you can watch it and all that stuff. Stay blessed, guys. Cheers.